Greetings Spartan, and welcome back to the UNSC Infinity War Game Simulation Training Program. Today we will be looking at the Covenant Storm Rifle. The Type 55 Directed Energy Rifle is a Covenant weapon developed by Lodem Armory and is widely considered to be the evolution of the Type 25 Plasma Rifle. But it seems more likely to be a derivative of the Type 51 Plasma Repeater. However, that weapon was only encountered in heavy numbers during the Battle of Reach, so not many UNSC soldiers would be familiar with it. Either way, the Storm Rifle is a vast improvement over both weapons. It boasts a substantial increase in damage, rate of fire, and accuracy. This can be contributed to a new design that seems to be inspired by the Type 51 Carbine. It now has a hefty stock for increased recoil absorption and an extended barrel that increases both round velocity and accuracy. For all intents and purposes, this is no longer the plasma rifle we are accustomed to. It is now more than a match for the UNSC's MA5 series, therefore it is imperative that you learn how to adopt this weapon. The Storm Rifle fires bolts of superheated plasma from a 300-round battery at a rate of 680 rounds per minute. Instead of requiring a reload, the Storm Rifle will overheat for 3 seconds after firing for a short period. This weapon can deplete the shields of a Spartan 4 with 8 rounds, then kill them with 5 more. Only 5 hits are needed before a melee attack will neutralize your targets, and it can remove an overshield with 22 rounds. When combined with a damage boost, only 4 rounds are needed to remove shields, with 2 more to kill. And a damage boosted Storm Rifle will be able to remove an overshield with only 11 rounds. Like the plasma weapons that came before it, the Storm Rifle does not require reloading. Instead, it will vent excess heat when fired for an extended period. This is actually a much larger benefit than it may first appear to be. Normally, when you empty the magazine of a weapon, you have to take the time to reload it. This is not true with the Storm Rifle. When it overheats, you can perform other actions until the weapon is ready to be fired again. This includes using armor abilities, switching weapons, or simply taking cover. And if you practice good fire control, you won't even have to worry about the weapon overheating at all in most scenarios. When you are in combat, you need to understand that even though the Storm Rifle is more powerful than the Assault Rifle, it is less consistent due to a more erratic spread and slower projectiles. That being said, the methods for employing this weapon are very similar to those of the Assault Rifle, which is a weapon that you should be thoroughly familiar with at this point. Do not approach enemies head-on if you can avoid it. This is simple advice, but getting the jump on an enemy when your weapon is not headshot capable is very important. And this can be very difficult to accomplish because the default motion sensor has a much longer range than your weapon. So try using more obscure routes and pathways that have more cover available to you. Not only will this help you get closer to your target, but if things turn sour, you do have a higher chance of escaping. But if you are having trouble outmaneuvering your enemies, then stay with your team where you will be able to support each other. When your opponent is beyond your red reticle range, you will need to fire in bursts of 3 to 5 rounds to maintain consistent accuracy. And because the projectiles from the Storm Rifle have a small travel time, you may have to lead your target as well. Burst firing is also a great way to control the heat of the weapon. If you hold down the trigger, you are very likely to cause an overheat which lasts much longer than most conventional weapon reloads. Periodically releasing the trigger for a brief moment will slightly reduce your DPS, but it will help ensure that you can continue to dish out punishment long after most weapons are empty. As you can see, the Storm Rifle has a variety of unique advantages, so we're going to build a loadout designed to take advantage of them. First, we are going to take a MAGNUM. This trusty sidearm is a great complement to any automatic weapon. It is essentially a miniature rifle that can be used to finish off weakened opponents or engage targets that are far beyond the Storm Rifle's effective range. But as soon as you gain the opportunity, you should replace the MAGNUM with a better ranged weapon like the battle rifle or carbine. Next, we will be choosing plasma grenades. These grenades won't bounce like a frag, so you can place them on the ground as a deterrent to prevent someone from chasing you, or you can just stick them directly to your opponent for a guaranteed kill. Just be wary of enemies that will try to take you with them when you stick a plasma grenade to their face. For our armor ability, we are going to begin taking advantage of the Storm Rifle's unique reload mechanic with the HARDLIGHT shield. When activated, this shield will protect you from all frontal attacks. So when the Storm Rifle overheats, you can throw up the shield to protect yourself for a moment until the weapon is ready to be used again. And if you stick a plasma grenade to a close range opponent, you can use the shield to protect yourself from the explosion or their last ditch efforts to kill you before the grenade detonates. The shield can also reflect most of the projectiles that are fired at you. So if you time it properly, you could possibly reflect a charged bolt shot right back at your enemy for a very humiliating death. For our tactical package, Resistor will help us move across the battlefield uninhibited by preventing slowdown effects when shot while sprinting. With this package, you'll have a higher chance to escape from dangerous situations, and if an opponent with a rifle catches you out of position, you may be able to reach cover before they can do any serious damage. And for our support upgrade, we will be using ammo. This will increase the amount of ammunition of the Storm Rifle from 300 rounds to 600 rounds. This is the largest ammo pool of any loadout weapon, and since we cannot reload the Storm Rifle, we'll need all the ammo that we can get. This will give you more than enough ammo to sustain even the longest streaks, or you'll be able to keep applying the heat long after your enemies run dry. Overall, the Storm Rifle is a powerful close-range weapon that can be more than a match for the UNSC Assault Rifle. It has a very high capacity that can grant nearly endless firepower with good trigger control. Although the weapon does lack some consistency, so you will have to focus a bit more on your aim than you may expect. But once you tame your trigger finger and unleash the full fury of the Storm Rifle, you will leave your opponents thunderstruck. Thank you for watching this episode of my Halo 4 weapon guides. If you enjoyed it, please check out my other videos and be sure to stay tuned for more to come. As always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. My name is Matt, and I'll see you next time.